Wait. You gotta do the percentage.
Oh, you want to weigh this?
Yeah.
We're not gonna get it off there, Brian. Not in a good way. God, it's amazing how your idea of your friend Brian can just change just like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
We start messing around with sausage.
But if you could just level with us, are you dubious of your sausage making crew here? Should we have like a pre-communication meeting on?
A little safety meeting?
I think let's just roll with it. Here we are, Anywhere USA.
Montana.
In the garage. Montana.
Cold as hell.
And we are making goose sausage and we're making elk sausage. And fortunately for us spoiled folks, we know Brian Merkel.
I'm best sausage maker I know.
Yes.
So
Right now, we're jumping right into prep heavy.
Yep, we want to get the back fat from this pig on ice. We want to get it down to like just around freezing, and since it's -14 outside, we've got a pretty easy place to do that. Let's get it on the sheet tray and get it outside now.
Okay, but you're weighing everything.
Yep, I like to work in percentages. So I have a spreadsheet that gives me percentage of all the seasonings, the percentage of fat to lean meat, and that way you can just plug in the weight of the meat that you have, and it gives you everything that you need. You want to start with cold meat. Otherwise, when you're grinding it, the blade is going to tear the proteins apart, and that's going to fight against your bind.
Mm-hmm. And like you find, like this is, I mean, it's cold out here, but it's already kind of, fat gets warm quick.
The whole name of the game is taking this fat and incorporating it into the ground meat and emulsifying it and having it connect to the proteins.
Yeah.
Because back fat doesn't really have like binding properties. You have to bind it to the proteins.
This is goose that we hunted in Idaho.
Yes. Yep.
Video coming soon, maybe.
Good job, Snort. I'm gonna get him to land right on Callaghan's head.
And I mean, yeah, it's just if you ask someone, I mean, it looks like it could be venison or it could be elk fur. I mean, to the trained eye, you might be able to pick it out, but like lean, wild game, protein.
I'm gonna put this in the freezer, the out of doors freezer.
AKA the driveway at -15.
Yes. Yes. So we are not salting for flavor here necessarily. Flavor's like a byproduct, right?
I like to go between 1.6 and 1.9% salt based
By
off
weight.
the entire weight of your meat and fat combined. We want to pre-salt. Typically, I like to do it the day before I grind, and that's because you're going to make the meat a little bit tackier. You're going to start to draw out the myosin, which is a protein that helps or that creates the bind, like the gelatinous bind in sausage. And so this just gives us a head start.
You want to get rid of the goose
Yeah.
and bring in the elk?
I think we should do that. Yep. So we're gonna salt this, and I think we can actually just put it down there. This temperature is fine.
So basically, you're mixing ice cubes right now.
Yes.
Salted meat ice cubes.
They are trying to get to ice.
Yeah. Let me get your sleeves,
Rapidly.
bud.
Oh,
Right?
thanks, man.
Here, let's do this together.
A ghost, right?
Yeah. I'm Swage.
I'm Whoopi. Is that right?
You guys are having this much fun now. Wait till we start. Wait till we start linking sausages.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, the fat's a little bit snowy. I think that's okay.
Yeah,
I think it's cold out, huh?
it is.
So great, we're gonna mix this together now, Brian, right?
Yep.
I want to do it if you guys don't mind.
Please, please.
Oh yeah, jump
Right,
in
you
there.
want to? Yeah, give me a little, and I'll do the.
Yeah. If I just need that hammer to break off.
God, it looks cold.
Yeah,
Yeah. You don't want them sticking together.
Never again volunteer. So.
Yes.
with this sausage recipe, we're going for a finer grind and a little bit of a lighter texture where we're adding milk and egg to it. So it's not gonna be super dense, like heavy. We're going for something that has a little bit of a lighter texture. And to do that, we're gonna grind it multiple times.
So when recipes call for the progression of use a big plate, your coarse plate, and then move to a fine plate, they're not just making you do more work. There's an actual point.
It's worth putting in that work, and if you're working in a warm environment, it takes a lot more time. It takes a lot more time because you have to re-chill the meat.
Right.
Luckily, we don't have to do that here. Put my coat on.
Yeah, put your coat on.
Smells interesting, I'll tell you that. Big iron.
Kill the grinder, it's heating up.
It's heating up. No, it's not as cold as the floor, I'll tell you that.
All right, great.
Great?
That made quick work. It's so cold in here.
We're clear. Oh yeah, look at the difference there.
Definition.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Fat and lean meat.
And you just see it like,
And it's binding. You can see the binding that you're talking about happening just in that as well.
and the mix is way
That's
better
great.
than I get just going straight to the fine plate.
Dude, my hands are so cold. This is the first time I think I've made sausage and someone wasn't like worried about the temperature of something other than just being too cold.
Oh yeah, it's a different feeling.
Like it might freeze coming out of the grinder.
Yeah. All right, we're in good shape.
All right, so now we're doing what? Where are we at? We adding spices?
We've done our grind, and now it's time to add our spices.
I can safely say I've never put eggs in sausage.
I'm introducing you to a pretty
lot of
amazing
firsts
little,
together, Brian.
little secret here.
We can go in shifts too. So
All right.
you tap out, I'll jump in.
All this.
Yeah.
Do we want to mix that?
Yep, so we've got all our ingredients here. I've got dry ingredients like white pepper, onion powder, ginger. We've got some orange zest, and then I've got our eggs.
That does smell good, huh?
Oh, buddy.
Usually I say we need to go stick our hands in ice water in the snow before we do this, but I think we're okay. We're
You
good to go.
pre-chill your hands?
Oh yeah, it's gotta be painful, otherwise it's not working.
If you're not hurting, you're not making
might
sausage.
as well just be melted.
Yeah, so Brian, why are we adding eggs, bud?
Eggs will lighten up the texture a little bit, and it helps with the bind. Really make sure to work that orange zest around. We don't need just like one blob of orange zest in the link.
Hindsight. I would whisk the zest into the eggs.
Yep. Well, you can just put in a little extra work here at the start. All right, let's put the eggs in there too.
Now we know what it's like being an intern in Brian's shop. Or you can be quiet and just work harder. You know?
You gotta suffer.
Ice your
Like
hands.
an abusive father, Brian.
Ice your hands and come back and
I
talk.
said ice your hands, boy.
So I think like
It is got some binding. Oh, what I'm looking for here.
can you
Characteristics.
does it stick enough? Oh, it's pretty sticky.
Oh. we achieved binding.
I don't know what this is proving,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Brian's face says it all. It looks like a good thing.
This is gonna help bind it, and it's also gonna whip it into a little bit more of an interesting texture.
I feel like, are we flirting with a minor emulsification?
Exactly. We've got a well-bound sausage on our
I
hands
reckon
here.
so, huh? That's impressive.
I think we've done this one right.
Yeah.
Now, stuffing a sausage that's this cold is really difficult. So we should let it warm up a little bit.
No way.
Yeah.
like that.
Cute, guys.
Yeah. It's like that old Michael Jackson video.
Just like that.
You know?
It is, man. It is tacky, huh?
Yes.
You want to knead it? Okay.
Make sure
Pat it a little.
pay attention to that.
Well, I'll just do it myself, guys. Thanks. We all meant well.
I didn't mean to make it uncomfortable.
It was cute.
Okay.
Time to make the sausage.
Elk
right.
sausage.
Yeah, we're going elk. Now, is there a little? My dad always taught me like if I try to pack it tight to reduce air.
You want to
Balls.
pack it very tight with no air pockets. Otherwise, you can end up.
Some blowouts.
Yeah, it can get exciting. All right. So there's no air pockets in there. There's just air ahead of the sausage, and we're going to get a nice visual with these polypropylene horns.
Boy, that's kind of fun to watch, huh?
All right. Now they started making these pre-loaded ones. It's a little bit of a waste of plastic, but it sure makes it easier.
Oh, it sure does, though, huh?
You can lead out with your casing a little bit. What we're trying to do is get the last bit of air out, so just proceed slowly and be ready to dial it back. There we go.
Nice
Yep, so
pressure.
no problem there. Some people
Keep
will
cranking?
Yeah, keep cranking. You're going smooth. And you want it to just sort of guide itself off.
So is there anything that you're doing that people should keep in mind right now? I mean, you're making it look so smooth and easy.
I screw this up all the time, right?
Yeah, I think, speaking of screw, down the back! We got a blowout here. Just thinking.
I'm glad that happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes it's the casing's fault. You can get a bad batch of casings. There's already some, compromised.
Hairline fracture.
Compromised area. When that happens, though, we just pinch all the sausage out from around the breech. And then, so what happened here was the casing got stuck on the horn, and you want to just.
If you don't have one blowout, I feel like you're not making something.
Whoa. That's beautiful.
That's the way you're handling that, bud. Goose is flying. Hands on the grinder, Callaghan.
Oh, yeah. Got caught looking.
That's good, bud.
Right there, dial back, stop it up. Just kind of see where we get.
That's like the bossy. Yes, sir.
That's beautiful.
A snort snack right there.
Yeah. No kid. Oh.
Actually, which brings up something I want to talk to you about. Where is Snort? Why aren't you here?
I know.
Not gonna say I'm mad. Just a little.
It wasn't a battle I was gonna win.
All right, back to sausage.
So we got to the bottom of that one. What do you do with these?
Yeah, so here we got our pre-tied beef casing. What I like to do is just make sure,
Snugged up.
snug it up and start to wrap it into a little donut shape.
Right, because you got a factory tie on this end.
Yep, and you can get it down to the inch. It's pretty great. You just tell them what size casing you want.
Oh, cool.
And then I don't do any super technical knot here. I usually just free everything up and then start to wrap like this. Give it like 1, 2, 3 times, and then
Can't tie, not tie a lot.
Yep.
All right, now let's get into the difficult one where I always screw up, and I've seen you do beautiful things. I'm so nervous.
So we did a pretty good job stuffing this.
Yeah.
And
You think so?
Yeah.
You don't
It's
want
not-
it too tight, right? Because then you won't be able to do what you're about to do.
Right, and not too loose. Just takes extra work to make sure the links are where they should be. So here we go.
Yeah,
It's
give
like
us-
kind of a standard broadside link.
Give us a demo, Chef.
Yeah, we'll go at least 3 loops over one direction. And I'm kind of just judging off the pack that I can like kind of keep going, especially on the first one. And
Just
then,
snug it up.
yep, and then I'll go to the next guy and just make sure that it's all hanging out with itself there.
So what'd you just do there? What would you just do there?
Yeah.
So we went forward on the first one, and then you're going to follow it with a reverse twist. So now we're going forward and we're alternating.
Put on a clip. Man, something real satisfying about seeing these become like shot. Like that is cool, but like these like they glisten now. You know, like it becomes like a final product to achieve something.
Great bind on this. There's like a sausage nose.
Oh, snappy.
It's a nice sound.
That is.
Whoa! Oh, fancy boy! Come on!
What?
Come on!
You ever make a sausage?
Sausage making son of a bitch yet?
Sausage garland.
Like this just brought it to a whole nother level of
Yeah.
a butcher shop. You walk in, this stuff's hanging around, you're like, they're not fooling around. Yeah.
It's not just pretty, it's functional, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because it shortens your height.
Yep.
And if you're really good, you don't even link it. You just braid it. But you got to be like, I think an 80-year-old Italian man to
Right.
like pull that off with these.
Cool.
Another thing to note is that these casings aren't perfectly tubular. They have like a direction they like to go because they're all, they're intestines. So you can see like it wants to spin this way. It's a little bit more taut on one side and it's meant to curve a little bit. And that just takes practice to read.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow, I never even thought of that.
Yeah.
Dang, I like those. That's proper right there, bud. Come on.
Oh, buddy,
Come
yeah.
It's not even a butcher shop, it's just a pork store now.
Yeah, so I mean, one of the things that, again, to restate the fact, is like, this is being done in a garage with wild game, other than, technique and some time deep in the sausage world. It's something that's accessible. People can do this.
It's very approachable, and you never stop learning with it. It's just like anything. It's just like experience.
Right. And there's all of these factors that as you get comfortable making sausage in your own environment, you don't have to take such incredible precaution on every step.
Right.
You just know what works for you.
Your intuition is there.
Yeah. And so I like to just start by like being really, really focused on like all of these factors, and then we're like, oh, we're not going to put anything in to help bind. I'm not going to like take actual temperature readings.
Well, you can start to just like back to intuition. You can touch it and be like, that's good.
Yep. Or listen to it.
Yeah, listen to it. Talk to it. You ever play music to it? Nice work. So we'll let these hang for a little bit and then we'll cook some up.
Yeah, those get pricked yet?
No, sorry.
God, I won't want to be Brad right now. It's really got the heat.
That's tough. Well, that's sausage.
I think
I
it's
think
time
that's
to
awesome.
yeah, let's
Let's go eat some
Let's have a
stuff.
little Riesling with it. Boys hungry?
Feed me! Feed me, Brad!
Callaghan, assist.
I got it. I got it.
Pumpkin spice.
seems to have held his shape quite well.
Well, gentlemen, it's good sausage. I think we should slice them up and release the
animals?
hounds. Yes.
Because what you can't see, you might be able to hear it off camera, is there's about 12 kids that are just hungry little animals.
You know what sound that makes?
Not bad, Callaghan.